on to some breaking news. We have Chelsea Football Club officially are under the caretaker government. And guess who has been given that role? Mr. Frank Lampard. He's back at the bridge. Of course, Chelsea is known for bringing coaches back to the bridge. Conte came back, Mourinho came back, so it's not something new. So he's back as the caretaker coach. So let's see how it goes. So hopefully it will yield fruits. But interviews are ongoing for Chelsea to get their new coach. Front runners, as we speak, Mr. Nagelsmann and Mr. Luis Enrique. So keep it the gatekeepers. We will be confirming to you who will actually be grabbing the Chelsea managerial role as the coach.
So that has been said. So we're straight into it. We are heading to game week 30. Game week 29 has been played, where we saw a couple of teams. Actually, Newcastle put 5 goals past West Ham. We don't know what was the problem. Okay, they're good, right?
The only question I have for you is Moyes gone?
No.
He should be gone. No. Or it's coming.
Actually, we should wait. And if that happens, it means he'll be, I don't know, how, the 9th coach. The 9th or the 10th?
The 13th.
13th
so far, 12 coaches this season have been sacked. So he will be the 13th coach.
Wow. Anyway.
Do you know, as we speak right now, Mr. Thomas Frank is the 3rd longest serving coach in Premier League right now. Number 1 is Klopp, then Klopp, then Pep, then him. That goes a long way to show you how teams have been recycling coaches.
Actually, teams, you need to pull up the source. Anyway, guys, game week 30, and just straight to it. They played on Wednesday night, and they're playing again on Saturday. Early kickoff, Manchester United against Everton. Actually, Manchester played at Old Trafford. They won by 1-0 against Brentford. Brentford, who has lost only 1 game in their last 16. Yeah. So the Manchester United against Everton at Old Trafford.
Guys, Manchester United played very well on Wednesday. Actually, they were very impressive. De Gea was on point and everything. So the match ended 1-0. Mr. Rashford came back scoring a goal with an assist from Mr. Sabitzer. On the other side, Everton, in match week 29, they managed to hold down Everton with a late screamer from Michael Keane, and they actually delayed the chances of Tottenham on being on position 3, because things are thick right now. So Everton are known for causing havoc to bigger teams. So far, they actually forced a draw with Mancity. They defeated Arsenal. They forced a draw with Chelsea, and most recently, they forced a draw with Tottenham. So they will be away at Manchester United, which is also a team which is trying to come back, because they had a very poor February and March. So seems like April they have started in a high. So let's see how it goes. But in this match, I feel like Everton are a new team, and they seem to be causing problems to other teams. So though, allow me to say that the way Rashford played on Wednesday, he played as an hungry person who wants to pick it from wherever he left it. So I feel like it's going to be a good one for him. Casemiro not yet back, right? But Sabitzer is holding that role perfectly. McTominay also on Wednesday was a super impressive guy. He was one of the best players for me, but it is what it is. So in this game, guys, allow me to be a straight shooter and just go straight ahead, Pogba. This is a match whereby I'm also seeing another spoiler. I'm seeing a draw, though by now we all should know that Manchester are very dangerous while they're at home. The fact that it's an early kickoff, it complicates things, but let me give it a 1-1 draw.
Okay, just to speak, their last game against Tottenham, it ended in a
1-1.
1-1, where we saw Doucouré got a red card.
Yes.
Doucouré is one of the most, of course, big players in the midfield. He got a red card. Of course, that it does not mean that Everton are not there. They're still there. We have likes of Iwobi, Calvert-Lewin. They're still on fire. But actually, we've seen the only team that has beaten United this season at home is only Brentford. So which means at home, at least the least United can get is a draw. So this one I'm going with United to win at least 3-1.
3-1, huh?
Aston Villa against Nottingham Forest. Villa has won more games actually since Unai Emery took over. They are meeting Nottingham Forest, another team which has been impressing me very lots. So this one now, since Aston Villa will be at home, trust you me, they're going to be surprised. I'm giving Nottingham Forest 1-0.
Nottingham Forest lost to Leeds 2-1. On the other side, Aston Villa continued to be Aston Villa. They won, right? They won by, was it 2-0?
I think
2-1, huh?
Yeah.
2-1, of course.
Against Leicester.
The red hot Ollie Watkins can't stop scoring. He's now scored 8 in the last 10 or 11 games he's played. So give this guy the flowers that he deserves. So as they're going to face Nottingham Forest, it's going to be a motivating game, especially for Unai Emery at home at Villa Park. So this is a match whereby, guys, let me not waste your time. So give it to Aston Villa to win 3-1.
Brentford against Newcastle. Guys, Brentford and Newcastle, they both played on Wednesday. Brentford lost, Newcastle won. Actually, I have a feeling that this is also a fight for top 4, Brentford and Newcastle. And this game is a big game, considering the fact that they're both on form and they're eyeing something. Say something.
Pogba, let me surprise you. On Wednesday, what was the result of Newcastle?
Newcastle won by 5-1 against West Ham.
West Ham. Perfect. And we are talking about Newcastle against Brentford. Brentford will be at home.
Yes.
Okay, let me refresh your mind. In the first leg, when these two teams met at St. Mary's, I know you don't remember the results.
I can't remember.
Newcastle won. You want to know by how many goals? By the same scores, which they scored.
5-1.
The match ended
against
5-1.
Brentford.
Yes.
Brentford conceded much goals.
They conceded 5-1.
Revenge.
Yes. So the question is, will this be a revenge? The same way Manchester had a revenge over Brentford. Remember, Brentford got 4-0 against Manchester United.
In the first half.
In first half, yeah? Yes. So now the question is, can actually Brentford redo the same? I'm a little bit afraid, because Newcastle, my friend, these guys, they're officially back. Now that is their 4th straight win. And they keep on keeping on, right?
Basically.
Currently, they are position 3. They are tying in points with Manchester United, 53-53. They are ahead because of the goal difference, and they can't stop scoring enough goals. So this game against Brentford, it will be a motivating game for them. It's a must-win for them if they want to continue holding that spot, because Manchester will have played an early kickoff, and we don't know how that will have happened. But on the other side, Brentford, we know they don't lose a lot of games. As Pogba just mentioned earlier, it's one of the fewest matches that Brentford have lost. And when they are coming back in this, I know Thomas Frank has a strategy, and he will be working towards making that happen. So guys, be wary of Brentford. Tony didn't score against Manchester United.
He was very disappointed. But he's still my guy.
But we always know what happens when he doesn't score. He always comes with a brace or does something extraordinary.
Of course.
So in this match, I feel like it's going to be a match which will be dictated by whoever will be more attackful and whoever will score more goals first. So I know Newcastle will be away, but still, I'm convinced beyond reasonable doubt that I want to go with Newcastle to win this 2-1.
Well, Brentford lost, and they will be at home. I guess there's this home advantage and the fans, blah blah blah. And also to add on salt on the, of course, they feel like they still want to revenge the way United did. Actually, United revenge on them. They feel like there was now to revenge on somebody. So this one, maybe I'll go with it will be a high scoring game. I'll maybe go 2-2. Maybe let's screamer Newcastle winning that game, but 2-2 for me.
Okay.
Fulham against West Ham. West Ham lost. Fulham lost. Fulham will be at home. Now I'm looking for, by the way, Mitrovic was 108 game match ban.
Yeah, whatever he did was crazy. So he will not be there till the end. He'll come back, right? 8.
There's still some 10 games, so
yeah, he will be coming back at the end.
Funny thing, he will come back. They will play Manchester again. So guys, actually Fulham against against West Ham. This one I'm going with a draw, a 2-2 draw.
Fulham have lost 2 in a row. West Ham have lost 1 recently, the one which they lost 5-1 to Brentford. So I feel like, who will be at home?
Fulham.
So give Fulham an home advantage. At Craven Cottage, Fulham are going to win this. So 2-1.
Leicester against Bournemouth. Leicester are not a team on form, to be honest. Playing against Bournemouth again, oh God, I don't know. This one, should I say a draw? But this one, for the first time, Leicester, you have it. I'm going with Leicester to win this game by 2-0.
I remember in the first leg, Bournemouth won, I think, by 1-0. So both teams are not that impressive, as you just said. Leicester, I don't know what the problem, though they sacked Brendan Rodgers, so of course they're also under the caretaker government as they continue to hunt for a coach. On the other side, Bournemouth seems to be a team which can rise whenever they feel like. So this is a match whereby I'm seeing a 2-2 draw.
Big game, Spurs against Brighton. This one is also a fight for top 4. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's also a fight for top 4.
Yeah.
Those are the teams I'm telling you for top 4. I said Brentford, I said Newcastle, I said the Spurs, I said Brighton, and so on. Actually, Spurs will be at home, and Spurs, honestly, after sacking and after having Ryan assisting the other one, they're still not. Actually, they drew. They conceded late against Everton, right? They will be at home facing Brighton, a team which is well organized.
Well, the last match Brighton played, they played against Brentford, and the match ended 3-3 with a late penalty from McAllister, the match which sealed the 3-3. Though overall, they played a very, very, very impressive match.
They're always good.
So you're saying they're meeting Tottenham at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
The best stadium.
So Tottenham, yes, they have a good scorer in Harry Kane. Yes, they're playing well, but the problem is they are bottling a lot. So right now, Tottenham could have been comfortably seated at position 3, but the way they have been dropping points, it's crazy. So they're going to meet a very organized and a very resilient Brighton, who will be wanting to continue shining bright in this competition. So I feel like the people like March, people like Pascal Gross, people like McAllister, people like your guy Estupinan, and of course their keeper Steele, who's replacing Sanchez, my friend. I feel like this is a team which is woke. This is a team which is fighting for everything, and be afraid of them. This is like a mini derby. This is a game which everybody will be playing with their hearts out. So don't be surprised if one team loses away. And I won't be surprised if Tottenham loses this game, though I know they want to really, really win it. So the worst Brighton are going to get at Tottenham is a draw.
True.
But trust you me, because of how I've evaluated Tottenham, it's a team which can easily bottle against Brighton, with Mitoma being a guy on form. So this is a match which, trust you me, I'm giving it to Brighton to win it. 3-2. It's going to be a surpriser. And if it's to end in a draw, 3-3 for you.
I hope I'm not wrong if I predict 2-0 in favor of Brighton. Spurs has they have one of the best attacks in the league. On the other side, Brighton has one of the best defenses. This one I'm going with 2-0 in favor of Brighton, who will be away. Wolves against Chelsea at Molineux. Actually, this one is not a good hunting ground for Chelsea. Am I right?
You're right.
And Chelsea coming into this game, they drew against Liverpool in the midweek. Was it on Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
They drew against Liverpool. So this one, they're traveling away. Since they were at home, they're traveling away at Molineux.
Wow. So Chelsea will be in this game, of course, under caretaker government. As we told you, Lampard is officially coming in as the caretaker. And they're coming in this after sacking Graham Potter. Graham Potter was sacked on Sunday night after Chelsea lost to Aston Villa 2-0. So this means that now, after sacking him, we played under Bruno. Bruno as the coach by the game we played against Liverpool. We played a good game. I was impressed, and I've said that. Chelsea played a very impressive game. So now the issue is, can we continue with that and even improve much more in our attacks? If that can be maintained, then trust you me, Chelsea is a team which you need to be afraid of hapa mbele. So in the first leg, Wolves came to Stamford Bridge and the match ended very well for Chelsea. The match ended by 3-0. So now as we go to Molineux, I know at Molineux, the Wolves guys will be wanting to revenge. But the question is, can they? If they can, well for them. But I feel like Chelsea, right now we are trying to work our things out. And in this match, it will also be another test to confirm. Because remember guys, this match is very important because it's also a preparation before we meet Real Madrid. So which is a scary team. And on that issue of Real Madrid, yesterday they actually not yesterday, on Wednesday.
Yeah,
on
Wednesday
night, Real Madrid managed to eliminate Barcelona by winning that game 3-1, but on aggregate it was 4-1. Mr. Karim Ben. In fact, that game ended 4-1. Aggregate of 4-1, because in that game Vinicius started scoring, then Karim Benzema scored a hat-trick. So I know that is sending cold shivers to us Chelsea people, but it is what it is. We will cross that bridge when we reach there, because we are...
The dose Liverpool got it's meant for all the English teams, from Real Madrid, public announcement.
Okay. So, having said that, I feel like Chelsea, we need to step up. Let's see how Lampard will organize that team, the squad which he will present to face Wolves. But I still have confidence in Chelsea. I feel like that's a game which they will find a way of winning it, to give them motivation as they will be facing Real Madrid. So give Chelsea a chance to win by 2-1.
Now this game, I don't know why I'm seeing a draw. Wolves is not on form. Okay, it's a bit shaky. And these teams like this, they tend to play well against big teams. So I'm predicting, let me say, a draw somehow, 2-2. Though Chelsea are playing very well, if they can be able to convert the goals, it can be well for them at this game. Regardless, I'm going with 1-1. 1-1 actually. Southampton against Mancity. Now this game will be played at 19:30. This one will be the last game of Saturday. Southampton against Mancity. Southampton being at home.
Guess who's back?
Erling Haaland, Braut.
He tweeted on Wednesday night, or was it on Thursday, that he's back in the training field. So we believe in him. We believe that he's back, though he will be away. But remember, he has a bone to chew. Overall, Haaland currently has 42 goals. Unimaginable. Unbelievable. Premier League, he has 28 goals. He's only 8 goals shy. Is it 8? 2-30. He's 6 goals shy of breaking the record of Alan Shearer.
In 10 games, right?
Yes. So I feel like this is something which is possible with Haaland. So as he's back in this game, Man City will be motivated, considering that they won their match against Liverpool in match week 29, right? So the game ended how many goals?
4-1.
4-1, yeah.
Bila huruma.
And when they faced Southampton in the first leg, the match ended with 4-0.
Oh.
Yes, so they won that goal by 4-0. So as they come in this match, I feel like, for me, if you ask me, I know Southampton will be at St. Mary's, but I don't actually think that St. James. I don't think that they have. St. Mary's. I don't think that they have anything
against Man City.
Man City. They don't. Man City nowadays are playing impressive football. They are scoring goals. So this game, I can easily say that Haaland is coming to take his hat trick on this. So this game will end by another 4-0.
Actually, another 4-0, right? Now, those being played, there's a big game on Sunday. Actually, I know Arsenal will be watching. But as you watch that game, we have some news for you. Don't go anywhere, just subscribe. We're coming back with another video for the Sunday games, including Liverpool versus